Hey guys, welcome back to AFK Journey. In today's video, I wanted to go through the arena team that I have been using. I'm currently in champion on my server. I'm not like top rank or anything like that. It is pretty tough because when we are using those free-to-play teams, you haven't built up the meta teams of, Iran and stuff like that. It is a bit difficult, but there's a strategy that I have to give the comments a massive shout out for this one. I can't remember what video they told me about it in, and I can't get the comment, but massive shout out to whoever it was that suggested using the Rainier with the attack speed artifact to immune my back row. It is an absolute fantastic strategy and it's been working so well for me. So I wanted to show you guys, and the way you do it is you don't just attack everyone you see. I normally attack the highest power because if I find an enemy where this strategy works, it's going to work even if they're higher power in most situations. Now, some of the things I often avoid anything on a map where I can't control positioning, like this map. This map, I just skip. Or if they have a built Vala, I normally skip that because even Vala can just like sneak around my strategy and destroy me, which absolutely sucks. So this one here is a perfect one to show you guys the strategy. So basically what we want to do is we want to get one of our DPS. Ideally, Cecilia is the one I normally do, and we want to get her into a position where she is going to swap with the enemy's biggest threat. In this team, it is the enemy Cecilia. Now, we're also going to activate this artifact. This artifact is huge because it means my Cecilia does not get swapped, and we can go ahead and damage them. Now, my Odie is Mythic Plus, which is huge because it means we get the execute threshold. But you can make this work even without a Mythic Plus Odie because you put so much pressure on that one unit, and they basically get tapped. Now, the other thing to note in this team is don't go using Rowan with this team, or if you do, don't have him placed in a position where Odie can get his potion. The reason being, if Odie and this is specifically when your Odie has plus 10 exclusive equipment. If you have him lower, you can do it. But if he's got plus 10 and he starts with that extra 600 energy, he will actually ult on the front row enemy before he actually targets the back row enemy that you're teleporting. So I like using Smokey in this team. Once again, you can adjust it the way you want. But basically, the strategy here is you'll see that we are going to use Rainier to teleport the enemy Cecilia towards my Cecilia. My Cecilia will stay there. Everyone will focus that enemy, and she'll basically get tapped, and then the enemy, especially this team, has nothing to do past there because they got no other damage. So this is the kind of enemy you want to look for. I always look for the highest power enemy on refreshes because you gain more and you lose less if you happen to lose. And this is like the best offense strategy I have found. So let's go ahead here and just hit start. You'll see the enemy Cecilia comes over, everyone targets, already puts the threshold on, already dead. Job done. There is no more threats on that enemy team. They can take as long as they want, and we basically just wait for Odie to hit execution thresholds. You can see that Antandra was about 90% on the execution threshold by the time it killed. Doesn't matter. We just pump that execution threshold up, and eventually they will die. Now, these other two enemies are just about dead. Happy days, and away you go. Honestly, this is by far the best free-to-play strategy that I have seen for Arena, and I don't see anything better. Now, obviously, like I said, you want to watch out for Valas. Sometimes you want to watch out for double DPS teams, especially if you see some Florabelle and Cecilia teams, because their summons can actually wreck you, and also avoid the maps where you can't get, you can't yoink that unit. So this one, I can't yoink the Cecilia, so that's why I don't do it. And now, if you guys want to know about defense, let me know if you guys have some good defense formations. This is my current defense formation. I'm going like a full tank formation, trying to survive until Cecilia and then clap it. From this position, my Cecilia cannot be swapped. She can be targeted by a Vala, but being linked to my Thorin, she mitigates a lot of damage, and she has 3 healers to keep her alive. So this is the kind of strategy I'm going with. I don't really know about defense. All I know is I'm trying to counter my offense with my defense, and that's the play I'm going with. So that's what I'm at the moment. I'm not the best at defense with the current free-to-play meta, but let me know if you guys have anything better. But it is really an offense game, in my opinion, because you can, target things the way you want. So let's go back out. Let's refresh this. And this is all you do. You just come out, you refresh, if the refresh works. There we go. Was that the same person? That was the same person, wasn't it? Yeah, rip. Okay, so we refresh, try and get someone else. Oh, you can just look at the other enemies, but dude, I accidentally clicked it, my bad. So you can just go for the lower enemies, but I just like to attack a fresh higher. So Val, here we go. So you can see Val is a bit higher than me in power-wise. So this one is an interesting one. I should be pretty safe here because if you were playing super cautious, maybe I'd skip this one. But I think I'm going to be pretty safe. Basically, what I want to do, and this is a good one to show you guys, because what I want to do is I want to teleport the Florabelle. But remember, I still have to have my Cecilia in the backmost position to be immune to the teleport herself. So this kind of formation is the way I want to do it. Because when we look at Cecilia, she is on the same row as the Odie. However, because she is on the right-hand side, she is considered to be the furthest back unit. If there's two units on the same row, being like this tile, and this tile, the one who is the furthest to the right is the one at the back. So Cecilia is still technically my furthest back row unit here, which means she will get the immunity that is provided by this artifact, and then we will teleport the Florabelle over. Now, the reason I'm going for Florabelle in this one is because she has those summons, and those summons can basically distract Odie and make Odie go for them instead of all the other units, and that is really detrimental. So that's why we want to get her out of the way first. The other thing is I do have Thorin in my front row, which means the enemy's Odie is going to shoot my Thorin, which means I'll get the revive, so it's not the end of the world. So we're pretty safe in all aspects. So I think this fight should go pretty fine for me. So let's jump in and let's check it out. So here we go. We get the teleport. There she is. Everyone's targeting her. Odie uses the ult. We're getting that damage in. Unfortunately, she does get an ult off, but there she goes. She dies. She loses all her ads. My Thorin does get a death there, but now we get the Cecilia out. This actually might be a little bit close. We need Smokey to pop his ult here. They do have a ton of healing. Unfortunately, Rainy is just taking the wrong unit away. We're going to need a heal. Please, please, please. Smokey, can we just get unsilenced, please, Smokey? There we go. Okay, yeah. Dude, that one was actually a little bit intense because she got that ult and it did do a little bit of damage to me, which got me a little bit scared, knowing that the enemy did have the Odie there as well. But once again, there you go. Happy days. And that is our damage spread. Let's keep looking. And once again, you can use other healers in this team. The fantastic thing about this team, if you're using Thorin and you're using Cecilia, you're also going to be using Rainier, so you've got a 3-piece faction bonus no matter what. So you can swap Smokey out for maybe if you've got a well-built Huon, you can swap it out for Rowan. Just be careful once again with that Rowan potion. That can be a bit of a tricky one. So this is typically a team that I would avoid. This is typically a team that I would avoid right here because it has the Vala. Now, this one is a little bit unique in that we might be able to actually make this work due to the fact that we can... Now, can I make this work? Okay, so I'm going to try this one. Normally, I just straight up avoid Valas, but because she is targeting Rainier, I think we might be able to get the damage in that we need to tap her beforehand. But once again, that is a heavily invested Vala, and worst case, I show you guys, and this demonstrates, you just don't want to be attacking Valas. So let's see how we go. I'm really nervous on this one, because that Vala can absolutely slap me. Also, this one has a Tamisha, which means she might run in at the wrong time and grab the aggro for my Odie and completely screw me. But at least this shows you, like, in general, I would skip this team. But I want to show you guys this one to see how it goes. Alright, so there we go. We get the teleport over there. Yes, there you go. See, the Tamisha took my Odie's ultimate, which sucks. That is really not what we want, because now she gets away from us, and now that Vala is free to just rain terror on my team, essentially. Luckily, my Cecilia's Carlisle has targeted her. Otherwise, it could have been a bit of a scary moment there, but luckily we did get it done. But once again, that was a really cool strategy by the enemy's defense. I don't know if they were trying to counter this type of thing, but yeah, eating that Odie ultimate was super clutch by that Tamisha, but we still managed to get over the line. Happy days. There's our damage breakdown. Let's go again. All right, let's see what we got. 480, let's check you. No, we're not going to do you because you are a bad formation. Once again, you just gotta go for the ideal formations. Nope. Okay, let's check this person. Once again, bad formation. I can't Rainier anything on that map. So once again, I just skip that map. And that's a great thing. You have 7 refreshes. So you do have the opportunity to go ahead and try and counter this stuff. So here is that same enemy team. I'm going to skip that one just so we can have a look at some different formations that we can battle. Just so we get a look at different ideas. Okay, so here's another perfect one. Once again, this one's a bit more straightforward. We've got the Cecilia over there. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to put Odie... Actually, I'm going to leave him here. We'll put Smokey over here. Should be pretty safe. Once again, all we're going to do is quickly tap that Cecilia and then just pretty much GG's from there. There's nothing else to really do. Once again, we do want our Cecilia in the back position, so you don't want to do it like this. Otherwise, Cecilia will get teleported. She has to be in that back position, which she is. She's going to get immune to it, and we're going to be pretty happy days from here. So let's jump in and take a look. Get the teleport. Odie puts the execute on. Cecilia's dead. Happy days. Now it just doesn't matter. Especially on enemy teams with 1 DPS. If you can teleport their DPS and kill them, like, it's just game over. Like, the rest doesn't matter because eventually you will just execute any tanky units with the Odie. Even if they have a Mythic plus Smokey, sometimes you can get caught out on Thorns because they can just like tap your team. But in general, you're pretty much safe from that point on. And as you can see, we get the easy cleanup there. But like I said, the other thing is it does also work if you do not have the Mythic plus Odie. It's just obviously, like anything, more investment means your team's going to be better. So it's just a bit more sketchy. Let's hit the Trailblazer. This is our last attack to demonstrate this team. Let's see how this one goes. So no, that was the enemy with the Vala. We've already seen that. Let's take a look at someone else. Val we've done. I don't think we've attacked this person yet. Let's see. Okay, so this is just a straight up skip for me. This is just a straight up skip because it's got Vala and Cecilia, 2 threats, and if I leave one, they are just going to shred my team. So this is the kind of thing I avoid. They're both decently invested too, so like I don't even mess with that. And you've got to be willing to just go, nope, that one's not for me. I know I'm going to lose to that, so I'm going to skip it. And that's just pretty much the way it is. So let's go again. Let's see if we can find someone. I don't think we've seen this person, so let's see them. Okay, so this is actually a very interesting team. This team kind of counters the strategy that I'm trying to go with because there's just too many things to manage on this team, and I think we just get boned either way. Because especially on these Cecilia Floribel teams, because there's just too many ads getting put in, and then once you snowball the fact that they've got extra DPS as well, even though I'm bringing the 2, this is just not a team that I feel overly comfortable attacking with this strategy. I could swap it up and do my other strategy where I bring my Rowan and I bring my Viperian to try and energy deny them. But like, that's a different thing. I'm not going to go too deep because I'm trying to show you guys this specific team. We've seen you. Let's go to this one. This person looks different. I don't think I've seen this name. Okay, once again, what? Oh, this is a Scarlita. How invested is that? Not too invested. You know what? Let's go ahead and try this one. This is one I typically would not go for. I would just avoid this very, very vigorously. But I'm trying to think, because when you get into these situations, you've got to think of a good formation that will allow you to target the enemy you want to target, whilst also keeping protection. So we want it like that. And what I'm trying to do is make Cecilia the target for the Vala. Because then she'll have the link to Thorin, so she'll be safe, but also be able to teleport and also be able to kill. So something like this I want to do, but at the same time that changes my Smokey. Okay, so this one's a very, very awkward. I'm gonna try this formation. If I move you, you get swapped, and I kind of want to kill the Cecilia first. You know what? We're going to try this. I don't like this one, but the idea is that the Vala is going to target my Cecilia, who is pretty chunky. She's linked to Thorin, so she's going to have that damage mitigation. My only problem with this team is that my Odie is probably going to use his first shot on the Thorin, which is going to screw me. That's my only concern, because to do this formation, I want to have Cecilia linked to Thorin. So this is the awkward thing. Let's just see how it goes. Thorin looks like he's going to target Odie, Smokey, but he will not. He will not purely because my Thorin will run forward. Hopefully that's... Dude, I'm sketchy on this one, but let's go ahead and try it for shits and gigs. Let's go. Okay, good. Odie went on the Cecilia. Perfect. And as you can see, my Cecilia perfectly tanking that damage because we're in range of Smokey, getting the heals. We've got the damage mitigation up from Thorin. That enemy Vala just really not doing too much. Dude, we got tapped out though. We got tapped out. Dude, the Scarlita. I forgot about the Scarlita factor. Holy crap balls. Dude, Scarlita Savage. Scarlita Savage. Even at low investment, that thing's doing some work. But there we go. We managed to get it. Happy days, and away we go. But like I said, guys, that is my current, like, that is the best strategy I've seen for free-to-play for pushing up arena ranks. Once again, this is offense-related. Defense is just a hard game because defense in these games is always hard to do. You've got to play more tanky, RNG-based teams, what I normally find, but I haven't found, like, an amazing defense that keeps winning for me as free to play. So let me know if you guys do have any, but that is it for arena offense. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.